Welcome to Daydream Scapes. This hilarious actual play podcast will capture your imagination and leave you wanting more.
So join us as our players traverse the fantastical realm of Valamure, where orcs are paladins,
elves are clumsy, and thieves are terrible at their jobs. Ready, set, roll.
So, last night's endeavor took place. You find yourselves in the morning. The sun's coming up. It's the desert. The snow is all gone completely. There's no trace of damage anywhere or any trace that any mishappenings have come in the night at all. The only thing that you're left with is a cookie in your pocket and whatever trinkets you were given by this mysterious fellow that you helped. Other than that, it's all but a slimy, dirty dream.
Gross.
Oh, except for, Gilleon has a crotch goblin now. Shoulder goblin, sorry.
So, on a side
Regular
note,
goblin?
During this time period, Gilleon has taken his crotch goblin Nort to the church in Hera, and he's asked Nort very kindly,
Nort, I have brought you here so that you may help this city. I did not want to leave you there with your dead brethren. I may have done it in a mean manner, but I meant the best. I shall not imprison you here, but this church, I shall speak to the pasture, and it shall be your home. It shall be a place for you to come and go, and you shall be welcome in the city amongst these people. I will make sure of it.
Okay.
Order.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
so he's gonna hang
He's
out.
overly
at the-
confident.
He's gonna hang out at the church
Okay.
if he wants to, and if
down
not,
with
he
that.
might just disappear.
I'm going to make a note, but yeah.
And I'm gonna talk to the priest for him and see if he can basically become like a choir boy or cleaning boy or help give out food
janitor.
or cook food or janitor of the church.
You can clean the
And I'm
sewers.
gonna tell the guards, other than us, that he's friendly and he's not like stabby goblin.
He's also a thief and a liar.
He's also a thief and a liar.
To try and make
best
sure
way.
that he's welcome into the city as much as possible.
After some convincing, you're able to talk the preacher into letting you keep your goblin at their
Donated a
establishment.
lot of money there, so they should keep my goblin for me.
Basically under the guise that he's a good guy and he won't cause any trouble.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's hope that comes. Well, I scanned him for evil, and as far as I'm aware, he's not evil.
Gilleon felt really bad about how he talked to him the last time. He's like, crap.
He didn't want to go. Gilleon
Santa
had
don't
to
like me
make
anymore.
him go.
So,
Gilleon can't think very well, so he just uses force to get what he wants.
Yeah.
so in the morning, you guys all find yourselves at the church outside of the slums. The night was
Eventful.
wholly uneventful as far as any sort of, bad, horrible things happening.
No old ladies run over by deer from the sky.
Wait, this
No.
is the day after Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
The snow's all melted. Everything's gone. And standing before you is a guy you recognize, wearing a white cape with a blue dragon emblem on the back of it. Red griffin on the chest of his silvery armor. And he walks up to you, flips up his visor. You recognize him as Alexander.
Zandy, how be ye today?
He says, well, you've done very well last night. He says, are you ready for another one?
A for effort.
Sorry, can't help it. Anyways, are you ready for another one?
Tally ho.
Tonight?
I'd have another one. I'd like another one.
We're talking about another adventure, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Right.
What else would it be?
Tonight
That was side speak? Side game?
will be the docks.
Right.
The docks?
Let's go.
Onward!
Outside of the town, the gates, you will be on the southern side of the city, the dock district. He says it's small,
Are there ducks?
but important.
Most likely.
Ducks at the docks.
Yes, I want to see some ducks.
There very well may be some ducks.
Don't bother the man, child.
However,
Question mark.
get some rest. Lick your caramel-flavored wounds. Meet me there tonight.
What
Someone
time
put
tonight?
caramel in my wounds.
Whose wounds taste like caramel?
Mine do, apparently.
Let me try them.
All right.
It's a turn of phrase.
Does this wound?
It's
what does
a
this
weird
wound
phrase.
taste like? Because I just
Where did you
licked
get
it.
it?
As I have said before, you are night watch. So as the sun sets, meet me at the south gate of the city.
Southgate.
What does that have to do with the color of our wounds? Or the flavor?
I'm sorry I mentioned it.
Yeah, so am I.
You've done well.
Thank you.
Get rest.
Okay.
Off to bed then.
He turns on his heel and he leaves, and he's headed in the direction you assume is either the prison or the barracks.
What if it's the prison barracks?
They're different buildings. He vanishes into the crowd, which is now bustling, by the way.
Don't think they'd call them barracks if it was prison.
Why not?
Because you don't call barracks a prison or a prison barracks.
Why not?
So
They're the same thing.
No, they're not.
Gilleon is still wearing
One you're allowed
his
to leave and the other you're not.
his
I mean, we're
cross
not allowed to
cape
leave prison
and his helmet with
on the
his
day
red
you're
frills on the
allowed
top
to
of it
leave.
as well to match the guards.
You're
You're
being
leaving
ridiculous.
them?
No, I'm still
You're
wearing
still
them.
wearing them. Yeah, okay.
So, and I also currently have my mask down, so people can't see my orcish face.
So you
But they can
don't
see
look
your
like a
orcish
monster.
ears,
So I
right?
don't look like a monster. I still have
Full
a
metal
gray
helmet.
skin. I mean, I still have gray skin, so it definitely looks like I need more sunlight. or
Everybody look, it's
vitamins
a
or
monster
something.
in man
That's why you're
clothes.
night watch.
Who's just twice the size of everybody.
I'm super tall.
So, same scheme as last time, kind of. Are you going to the church to sleep, and are you guys going back to the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably be cuddling with my little Nort.
Nort.
Okay.
Or he'll cuddle in with you.
No, does Nort sleep at the foot of my bed like a
It's
dog?
He'll sleep in
probably a
your crotch.
good idea to orient the goblin to society.
He nestles up in your...
He sleeps between your legs. It was already implied.
Using it as a pillow.
You guys are sleeping at the guards' rooms?
It's a bit lumpy.
Or the inn?
No, the inn.
The inn?
Sorry. I'll leave it alone.
You guys walk to the inn then. Back to the Red Leaf Inn, towards the north end of town in the marketplace. You back to the slums on the northeast side of town to the church.
Perfecto.
You pass vendors with wagons and vendors with tents and a couple different buildings that sell goods. If anybody needs any sort of refreshments. or
Are there any
materials.
health potions anywhere in the city, and what do they cost?
There is a series of buildings that call themselves the Mages Guilds, but there is no vendors of any sort of potions that you'd think are valid, mostly snake oil salesmen, if at all.
And isn't it bedtime? So are there even any vendors open?
It's not, it's morning.
Then why can't we just get started?
You've lasted the night. You're night watch.
Did you always have an English
It's
accent?
like a night job.
Yes, Gilleon. I did. See, I told you it would be weird.
It's working great.
It's working great.
No, it's not that it sounds bad. It's just
I know.
The
It's
21
fine, it's fine.
personalities
Go
of
for it, go
Swifty.
for it.
We had this.
she's crazy. Remember,
We had
she's
this
crazy.
whole discussion about how I didn't like my character because I couldn't get into character and it was always different and I didn't like it and I asked him to kill me and he's like, no, I'm not going to kill you, and I was like, damn it. And he was
Essentially,
like,
you're the Bilbo Baggins of our campaign.
For the record, I didn't say I wouldn't kill her. I did say I would kill her, but
You're
then
admitting
Just
to
haven't
desiring
done it
to
yet.
kill
I...
her.
No, but then I
didn't
offered
tell
up,
her
I was
when.
like, are you going to be another character that's like of value? So you're going to be like a mage or a cleric or something, right? And she's like, no, I want to be a fighter. And I was like, 3 fighters. You're all going to
no,
die.
I did not say that. I said that I had no problem staying a thief, that I just didn't like my character.
So she's changing her character.
So you want to
slightly.
die?
I wanted to die so I could create a character that I could get into character
Low level
every
can
time
be
without question.
rough to make it through, but a high level paladin as a tank healer build is extremely effective. Yeah,
Is that you?
yeah, that's
Okay,
what
so
I'm
we're
going
good?
for. Hopefully,
Okay. So,
So-
but not
there were
her.
2 fighters, so I was going for a tank healer.
So all that needs cut out, and then right back
Fair.
to... Of course, Gilleon. I've always had an English accent,
Well,
and I
you
can't
don't need
believe you
to- no,
didn't
you-
notice it.
You can cut that part out because then it makes it more obvious.
And it's not English because you don't know where England is. It's not even the same planet. Come on, guys. Jiminy Christmas.
Technically, it's
I've always been
British.
the same.
It's a northern accent.
Yeah, I guess
There's
some
a
serious
North Pole no
talking
matter
going
what
on there.
planet you
Yes,
go
you're
to.
Northman.
I think that's where I'm from.
She's from the very
my
south part of the northern part
Yeah,
of
me too.
She's the
I wish I could do the
South
Irish
Yeah,
accent.
she's a
So
southern
I'd so
northern
do that.
listeners.
That's why
Anyway.
she's so short.
How rude.
You should,
I
you,
never.
you should do a Russian accent.
Uneventfully to the church. You're not going to endeavor to go to the Mages Guild probably by yourself, I would assume. Because you're just going to yell at people and they're going to kick you out. No? Am I wrong?
You're very wrong. I'm going to endeavor into the Mages Guild.
Okay. To try and find healing potions.
Yes.
Okay.
Or a means to heal myself.
Are you injured?
No, for the road.
Oh.
We have a job. And I'm going to come in very respectfully.
Speaking of which, I would
In my
like to,
guard uniform.
I would like to heal. How do I do that? Will sleeping give it to me?
Resting will give you hit points, yeah.
Yes.
How many I need? 4.
Resting in a normal setting will give you 1d4 hit points.
Is there a receptionist?
Is there a reception?
You go to north of the church, there's an enclosed, walled-in, gated community that is 4 towering buildings. They have labels and placards. One of them says the Black Magi, one of them says the Green Magi, one of them says the White Magi, and the final one says the Gray Magi.
Go for the Black Magi.
The gates are open.
A man of God, I'm going to be
The Green.
searching for the white magi, probably.
That's the worst one.
No wonder the party needs a white mage.
Right. The gates are open, but it is guarded. It is guarded by 2 knights. They're wearing similar attire to you. And as you approach, they both nod at you. You're definitely welcomed in as one of them.
Perfect. I will enter in like I belong here.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm going to go towards the white mage area. And I'm going to be looking for a receptionist if there's, or someone to greet me as I enter the building.
All right. You walk in. There is
validation.
There is a desk. A receptionist desk. This is me trying to find my page of people of interest in Terra.
So Gilleon is separate from Ilian and I?
Yes, we've split
Yes.
the party.
What are we going to do about Gilleon's little troll? There's a little goblin. What are we going to do about that?
He can continue sleeping in his crotch for all I care.
That's just another mouth to feed.
Well, he can feed his own mouth. Or Gilleon can feed his mouth.
How many?
He's
mouths
not.
do
He's
they
not
have?
my responsibility. Neither is he yours. What does it matter?
It just seems like it's going to be a little bit of a,
Yes,
what do you call it? Inconvenience
for you.
for the party.
I
He's going
don't
to get
see how it
away.
affects me.
I know it.
Well, if he
He's
gets
going
away,
to
he
get
gets away.
No, not a way. In the way.
Well, then he might get his head chopped off. And that would be his own doing. I still fail to see how this is my issue. Nor or yours.
Just trying to make conversation, Ilian. You
Oh,
are not
I'm-
very nice to talk to.
I'm sorry. Yes.
You walk
yes,
to
what do we do
the
about
White
this?
Magi. Why are you doing this? You walk to the White Magi. The building is 4 stories. You walk into the building. It's up a flight of stairs to get in. It's very well decorated, very lavish. It looks very, like, ritzy. And there is, in fact, No stairs leading up or down. Circles on the floor. And one, what you would call a clerk, sitting at a desk. It's a female. She looks old. She looks elven.
Are they large circles or small circles?
We don't know. We're not there.
I'm just curious.
Large. They're fairly large.
They might be for seances.
They're for something like that.
I'm going to walk over, and I'm going to place my medallion that I was given at my paladin's ceremony
Okay.
on the table, and I'm going to say,
My name is Gilleon. I am a guard for the city, and I wish to procure either a scroll or some potions to heal me and my party members. Is there a means to here? I have gold to afford such.
She looks at you. She thinks. She says, she looks at you. She thinks. She says, I do believe that the best place to find any sort of healing would be the priests and clerics at the church.
She sounds like a man.
She says, as far as items for doing any sort of, what would you call that?
Foolery?
Foolery? No, items that would do any sort of resurrection or healing would probably be left best to the gods. She says, not saying there isn't any, but I wouldn't believe there would be any for sale. At least not at prices a one human could afford.
Well, he's not a human. He's half orc.
I know, but I've got my mask down so they don't know that.
She might have been using the word human loosely.
Yeah.
Well, if you're referring to the non-humans as gods, what do they have for money?
Then if I may, while I'm here, what services do the white mages provide?
She says, come to us if you need anything identified. Come to us if you need anything enchanted or relocated.
Enchanted? What kind of enchantments?
She says, I am not a mage, as such. She says, but many things have come in and out of here, some of them very powerful. Some of them more powerful when they leave than when they arrive. She says, are you looking for something in particular?
Well, I was curious if something could be enchanted.
Yes. What kind of thing would you be looking for?
Enchanted armor.
She says, it's possible. Things like that are high dollar items. Do you have a certain enchantment in mind? Also, do you have a certain monetary compensation in mind?
Do you have a menu?
I know, right? No.
Unfortunately, this lady has to be like the ambassador to the
I know.
Wizards. So he can place an order. They can figure it out whether it can happen or not.
Take a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You come back when your number is gold.
Perhaps to add an elemental effect to a weapon.
Oh, no, not weapon. I said armor. God damn it.
You did.
Add elemental resistance to an
It's not
armor.
serious.
I have heard of things like that. I would talk to the Green Magi. She says elemental effects are not our forte.
Oh, okay. Well, she hasn't been very straightforward with me about what their forte is so far. She can enchant it, but she can't enchant it with what I want.
For example, sir, if you needed passage from here to, say, Bover, 150 gold would get you there nearly immediately.
Okay. Teleportation.
What about your party?
I'm not worried about anybody else.
Of course you're not.
Gillian really isn't thinking about others.
Narcissistic paladin.
No, well...
Great.
Very well then. I shall be on my way.
I'm gonna push my mask up and then tip my head to her.
All right. She looks slightly surprised, but then nods to you.
And I'll grab my
Good day on your future endeavors, sir.
I'll grab my paladin's medallion off the table and I'll head back to the church. It's not gonna be able to sell me shit because they're a bunch of broke asses anyways.
I would have given you your medallion anyway, but I'm really glad that you said that. That's how things get lost.
That's how things get lost.
That's why we have hands.
I keep track of my things. Unless I intend
Did you say
on
back to the
losing
church then?
them. Yes,
Excuse me.
because that's where I was heading in the first place. And then I got distracted by the marketplace. We just finished our night shift job. I'm probably tired.
Right. Back to the church. There's not really a lot of hustle bustle going on there. There is a man who's watching after your little gobbledygooplin.
He's not working?
Just kick him across the room.
Are you asking if the goblin's working?
Yeah, I was asking if he's got a job.
So far, the goblin's not working out so well.
Oh no, what's happened?
He's being a goblin. He's disruptive.
He's
Not on
disruptive?
purpose. Just kind of a shark.
Shard?
Shark? Kind of a wet fart.
Kind of a wet fart.
The preacher who's watching over him is taking great care in making him try and learn some things. So he's schooling him.
Good.
He seems like he has a very good demeanor. He's not mean to him. He's polite. He's nice. He's trying to teach him some reasoning skills. Like kids' puzzles, basically.
I will attempt to assist in that with my low intelligence score.
Yes, you will. You will attempt
And
to assist
the priest
in that.
will very clearly see where the lack of training has therefore came from.
You're like,
He was raised in a cave, and then he had this for an example.
Beyond what has already happened, everybody give yourself 400 experience points. Everybody gets a good day's rest. You're gonna spend your morning trying to teach Nort.
Yes.
And then go to sleepy times.
You said 400?
400.
400 experience.
I leveled up.
And that's to go. Wait. So when we level up, where do we know? Oh, I'm a level 1. I'm still level 1.
Yes. You guys should all have been level 1 until the rogue just passed the...
Are you still? Are you level 1?
I'm still level 1. I joined much later than you guys. But Swifty's been through both of our games.
I was going to say, everybody has a little bit of previous experience.
And Swifty's been there for all of it.
I would have thought we would have had more experience points than that last one.
How much experience do you have right now?
Me?
Yeah.
It
What are you
was
at?
825, and now it's 1,225.
That should be pretty close. What do
Gonna
you need?
say
2,000?
I need 250.
2,000?
2,250.
2,250. Okay.
I don't get any extra experience considering I mowed down all those guys and then I beheaded all of them at the end when Santa told me to.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Santa said they were evil and there was no condoning. I was whipping them and trying to teach them the great ways of God.
What are you at for experience?
Me? 1,140.
That's after you leveled up this time?
He hasn't
That's
leveled
after
up.
I got experience this time.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
By hit dice, what does that mean?
For you, you get a 6-sider.
So I just roll a 6-sided and that's what I get?
Well, for level 2, I'll give you max.
So you get plus 6.
6 more hit points total.
Okay.
So on your hit points, you get plus 6, and on your max, you get plus 6. Also, Gilleon brought it up before. Roll a 1d4 for
Me?
how many hit points you gain towards your max.
So the 4-sider?
Yep.
And then 30
And don't
points.
keep ones.
What's that?
Don't keep a 1. I don't keep ones for healing at all,
30
period.
points for any of this stuff?
These things.
Is that to max or is that just to heal? The D4.
The D4 doesn't add to your max now.
Okay.
It's just healing.
I was just making sure.
If you're down hit points, then you
I'm
can
not.
also roll 4-sider.
I took a potion right at the end of the
I got a
last
2.
Oh,
session.
that's right. A 2?
Yeah.
All right, so you're up 2 hit points.
That's why I'm down to 2 potions left. That's what I was
So you're 2 under max then?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not too bad. You've got
Yeah, 18 to start.
18 hit points? Yeah.
Currently, I have 16 hit points.
Yeah, so you're doing fine.
I've got 11 hit points.
Yeah. Oh, so the thief catched up pretty quick because of the level up. Yeah, okay.
He catched up?
That's cool. That's good.
That thief catched it up pretty quickly.
As the sun sets, I'm assuming you don't have to. You guys can do whatever you want, obviously, but I'm assuming that you're going to the south gate to meet Alexander. Is this correct?
I don't see any reason why not. Swifty, we go
Yes.
to the south gate now.
I am, and I am going without my little crotch goblin. Does that surprise Swifty that he's not there?
Well, she doesn't actually cast. She just wanted to make
To throw a fit
conversation.
about
I was just filling dead space is all I was
Feeling
doing.
dead space.
They got really offended.
Wow.
Offensive amounts of dead space. Alright. You arrive at the south gates. You're huddled together. You've just met up. And you are approached by a young man in a leather tunic and a young woman in a fine dress. You recognize both of these people.
Who do we
It's,
recognize
oh
them
god
as?
damn it. It's the boy that came to pick her up and the girl that we saved. I'm trying to
Bingo.
remember
The boy
her.
who was posed as a knight.
Dale? No.
Kit.
Kit.
And
We'll call him
Solania.
Dale.
Solania. Yeah. Sal. Duke's daughter?
Correct.
Yeah.
Is that Dale and Cilantro?
Cilantro, yes.
Yes, ruin everything
that is
I try and
cilantro.
create. I mean, Gilleon. Son of a gun.
God fucking damn it. More editing for me.
No, it's fine. You leave that in. He's embarrassing. They
We'll
come
shame him with his real name.
up, they recognize you immediately, at least Gilleon, because he looks the same, and they
Makes sense.
approach. Did you change your outfit, your wardrobe, when
I don't
you
think
were
she has,
guards?
no.
So just you, basically.
No, because I liked the cross on the cape, and I'm all about the helmet
Okay.
thing. Even
I
if
like
I kept
the
getting my
cross.
head, even if I kept getting my head wrung by friggin' goblins the last round.
That's right. Huh. So
Seems like bad planning.
you're approached immediately, Gilleon. Solania had a soft spot for you. She thought you were a pretty cool guy, so she comes up to you.
Also dashing.
Also dashing.
Say that right in front of a man. Say it.
Oh, he's a little boy. What's he gonna do?
They come up to you and
Cilantro, how do you do? What's her name?
Solania?
Solania. Solania.
She says it's Solania, sir.
Forgive me, I'm terrible with names. I barely remember my own.
I have been thinking lately of my situation.
Yes?
Me and Kit have decided that we need to send proof of my demise to my father.
Well, you want to cut your hair or something, or you give him a finger?
I
I'm
haven't.
gonna detect evil.
I have in my possession an amulet. Was given to me by my father.
Alright.
If you present this amulet, it has never been freed from my neck. He will believe that I am deceased.
But won't he think I did it?
Not if we're delivering the amulet. If we're just delivering the amulet with the news. But I had the very same question until she said he will think I am deceased. If she were to say he would think that I am in duress, then it would be like, yes, we did it. But because it would mean that she's deceased, then we're just the messenger.
What should we tell of the battle? Have we seen it? Do we see you along the side of the road? We just make it up?
How you convince him is up to you. If you would convince him for me.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'm not doing a very good little woman's voice.
No, she sounds like a man too.
She also sounds like a man.
So you just want us to convince your father that you are deceased, and then what?
He will quit looking for me, of course.
That's all you want. It's for him to not look for you.
I can't have him recapture me. I need to be freed.
If
This
you're
will free me.
if you're married, do you believe he would allow you to be in peace, or do you fear he would?
I have another question.
He's an incredulous man. He will find me. He will try and retake me. I am betrothed to someone else.
But you're already married, are you? No.
No.
Oh, well, you should get on that.
Isn't this lady that we found?
Yes.
Her dead horse and whatnot?
Yeah. Do you not remember her?
Why is this
We
any of
slaughtered
our
the
problem?
knights.
Why is this any of our concern?
Did Alexander send you here?
We've already done our good
Is
deed
this
for
the
her.
whole reason Alexander sent us to the gate? Is to meet these people?
Kit tells you, admittedly, we have not presented this plan to Alexander.
Okay, so if we do this, then we're basically just abandoning our guard duties.
Ironically, as you're talking about it, approacheth a
Alexander?
man with a white cape, with a blue dragon,
Named
and a
Alexander.
red griffin in pattern on the front of his silver armor.
Alexander?
Zandy!
As he walks up, he throws up his mask, and in fact, it is Alexander.
We've just been entreated to bring an amulet back to this poor lady's father.
He looks over at Kit. He says, "You have met my squire."
Yes. Yes, we have.
I, your squire and the Duke's daughter.
I will say bluntly in front of him, just in case he doesn't have this information yet.
Kit and Solania start retracing their steps and retelling the exact same story that was just told to you. Alexander thinks for a moment.
But he has no other inclination of what had previously happened to her? Does he know who she is?
Now he does.
He does, in fact.
Okay, but he seemed to have prior knowledge of the situation then? Or did he seem surprised by it?
He is the master of Kit, so he
Okay.
knows pretty much all of the things that have transpired before and since.
Does he also know that he stole his horse?
Yeah,
I feel like he,
did he get
feel like he
whipped?
wouldn't really be excited about that.
Are you going to bring that up in
No,
conversation?
I was just wondering, because he
Okay.
knows everything. Is that one of the everythings?
We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know without asking, and I don't
No.
think that's a good plan.
She
Yeah.
never breaks character, does she?
It's up to you whether you want to toil into
I don't want to go.
Well, no, I have no intention on bringing it up. I'm just wondering if you already knew.
I don't want to go poking a dead horse.
Right. Or future dead horse.
Alexander confronts the lot of you. He says to Gilleon, "I am not against this. I have paid a vast amount of money to have that amulet removed from her neck. It has taken the high priest to get it off of her."
Interesting.
Was it cursed?
He nods.
Has the curse been broken?
I didn't detect any evil from her, though.
He says,
Curse doesn't have to be bad, does it?
See, that's true. Now I've got so many questions, though.
he tells you the amulet has properties and powers I know not the extent of. However, it is cursed. Whether it's good or evil is not my knowledge.
But has the curse been broken?
To my knowledge, the curse has not been broken. The amulet has been removed from its prisoner.
What might come of us if we handle the amulet?
That's a great question.
Do we need to keep it in a bag?
Solania declares, "If you don't put the amulet on, I think you'll be fine."
We better wrap it up just to be safe if we're actually going to do this.
And if I put the amulet on,
I feel like
what would become of that?
Solania declares, "Don't put the amulet on."
No, I'm
Don't.
simply asking what the effects were when you had it.
Well, that's his question now.
I believe it was a beacon so that they could find me, and also protection from things that would try and harm me.
So might they also come looking in the last place that it was activated?
They might. I believe they might.
So, we should fasten it to a bird and release it in the wild.
Interesting.
Before we agree,
Fasten it to a bird.
Mr. Alexander, I'd like to know what your first thought was, because it's very clear that you were not aware of this plan that Miss Solania and Mr. Kit, your squire, had. Therefore, what was going to be our previous assignment?
Tonight was
to be spent at the docks.
As he said before.
That was it.
Yeah.
Hanging out at the dock.
I thought we were gonna have a cool dock fight or something, but now it seems like the story's sidetracking.
I thought
from
we
that.
were
Would've
just
been
supposed
pretty
to
cool.
be meeting him at the dock so he could give us our sign.
You were to guard the docks. The docks are the harbor where any good and ill can come in and out of our city.
And
Aye,
it
where
does
the
make
ducks
sense if
be.
we were meeting them at the docks.
Where
we
all
might
of
be
the
doing something
ducks.
with the docks.
And the ducks.
And the ducks.
Probably not.
Alexander reaches into his under cloak and pulls out a loaf of bread.
Thank you.
He hands it to... what's your name?
Swifty.
Swifty. Sorry.
So are we
He hands it to Swifty. He says, "For the ducks, Swifty."
still going to the docks then? Before we go deliver this amulet? Or are we heading on a quest?
I believe the Duke to be a very evil and very treacherous person. I cannot, by my rights, send you to him with his dead daughter's amulet. However, if you choose to do this, it would be a great boon, at least unto Solania. Kit and Solania are of the age to be married. This would procure them a place without duress.
So,
Out of character. What does boon mean?
Benefit.
Yeah, a
Alright.
great benefit.
That's fair. Okay.
so if you can't send us because you're too good and you know that he's too evil and all of that jargon,
She still sounds snooty, doesn't she?
Aye, but don't tell her that. She might cut your toes off.
You're right, she might.
then essentially we'd just be on our own. As in, if we were to, let's say, get captured, we're just toast.
The reason I said I couldn't in good conscience send you is because it may mean your capture or demise. However, you will not be alone. As members of my guard, there is benefits.
There are benefits.
Wow.
There are benefits.
Such as...
I will give you a way to leave this place. I will send correspondence to make sure that you are not in the Duke's care.
So you'll send someone to check up on us.
Yes.
If necessary, which it won't be, I just had questions.
I let them try to capture me.
Alright then, let's just be on our way.
Well,
Yes, Elliot?
is there something we can do to learn more about this amulet? Like,
I don't
go
think
back
it's
to the
necessary.
priest?
Is it necessary?
No, it's just a tracking spell amulet.
Alright.
Do we know that? Do we really know
From what we well, I mean, if she wore it for as long as she's worn it, which from the sounds of it
that?
has
And they always
been
have to.
just about her entire life, and that's the only effect it's had. It's like she didn't have like a magical burst of energy when she got it off. Like, I am powerful now. It suppressed my mana all along.
She did say that it was supposed to help
Did
protect
she
her.
say it like Gilleon?
Oh, it was supposed to help protect her too. Okay.
So what do you propose we take the amulet to learn more?
Well, like Gilleon just said, it sounds like we've learned everything we can. He knows a lot more about this than I do. I just
Gideon knows
Surprising,
just
that.
don't want
considering his
to
tiny
rot along the
brain.
way the closer we get or anything like that. And it's just...
That's why I think, regardless of what she says,
Little
we
bit
should still keep it in a
embarrassing.
bag or wrap it in a cloth.
Well,
or
I don't think that's a
something.
bad idea either. I'll just...
Who's carrying the amulet? Should we
Swifty,
flip
you're
a
a great
ro-
thief.
Should we flip a rock for it?
I reckon to think that Swifty's quite the thief. I feel like she would know exactly what to do with it,
Very well. I'll carry it.
providing you keep it.
I do not trust myself with it.
I don't trust him with it either.
Purple amulet?
Red.
I would
A
slip
red
it on
ruby
Alien
amulet.
while he's sleeping.
It looks very expensive.
To
Which
see
is
what
why I don't
happens.
trust him with it.
If you are leaving tonight, I will prepare horses for you at the stables. Within them will be your 3 days pension for your duty, as well as a bonus, and food for the horses and yourselves. Anything else you need, you should procure for your journey.
Did he say upon returning we get our...
No, there's going to be pension in the horse bag, saddlebag.
Will our job continue if we return alive?
If you choose to do this service for us, you will be doing it as members of my guard.
And I'm asking if we're coming back and continuing to guard the city when we're done.
Yeah, I feel like that was his reply was yes,
Okay.
because you are my guard.
Okay, I get it.
I ripped my sleeve off.
On purpose?
Yes, and wrapped the amulet in it.
Okay.
It wasn't already
Cool.
wrapped in anything?
No.
Okay.
You're just touching it free-handed.
They said as long as you don't wear it.
Reckless.
Solania just told you not to put it on.
Yeah.
She said, don't put it on. We can't take it off. Alexander said he spent a lot of money trying to get it off of her.
We get there. He's like, Duke, I accidentally put this on.
So we're common rabble-rousers, and I have a problem.
Common rabbit, where this? That's the funniest thing.
So we must go to the stables then to get our horses.
Tonight, it's still what? Middle of the day? Early.
It's early night, so like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. So sundown.
Wasn't the job at the dock supposed to be at night? Why does this have to be at night? Why can't we just start now?
You were supposed to meet him at the gates at sundown, and that's what happened. So it's at sundown right now. On all accounts, you guys are all from the desert. You know that it's way easier to travel at night anyway.
Yeah. We can follow the stars.
It's not as hot, and it's not as brutish. It's easier on the people and the horses. In fact, everybody has a siesta in the afternoons because it's too hot to travel.
That's what I do my drinking. Daydream. That's what I always say.
When you work the night, the time you drink is during the day,
Aye.
Aye.
Pre-prohibition. So your guys' plan is to do this then?
I'm a paladin. I'm all about helping people, so I have no opposition to doing this
Yeah,
job.
the plan is to do this.
Alright.
Ilian seems intense. Swifty's being quiet. Is Swifty gonna pocket this and sell it at the next town over?
Alexander's gonna follow you guys to the stables then if you're going now. You going now?
Yeah, don't we need to get things for our journey? Like,
I mean, he's given us rations, and I couldn't find anywhere in
So
town
correction,
that's gonna-
Alexander is going to go to the stables to procure you guys horses and rations and your monetary compensation.
Yeah.
You don't have to go with him. You can go to the shops and markets if you want. Some of them will have been closed down already because it is nightfall. But
The one thing I wanted, which was health potions, I could not locate.
you never asked your church.
The church doesn't seem like the place that's gonna have any to spare. And the mage said that they really wouldn't have any to sell, probably, when I asked about it.
we have food. Maybe we should get some food.
We're getting rations for enough for 3 days.
All right.
I think he's talking about right
And I
now.
have-
He's probably hungry.
I have 7
Didn't be
rations
now, but I could be now.
on me already, so...
It would give Alexander time to procure our necessities, and
I
we
hope...
could be on our way after a good meal.
Do you not keep rations?
just to be very clear,
Oh,
You just assume these things.
just to be very clear,
I've never been told I have to eat.
You do have to eat.
Gilleon
What?
Gilleon lives in Clad. Clad is a town that's 4 days walk from Nora. To get from Clad to Hera is roughly a week on foot. So this is going to be like a 7-8 day ride. It's a long ways.
Yeah, sounds like it.
The only like proper way to get there is, or if you want to be on a road, the only proper way to get there is to the Inn of Nine Eyes, up to Clad, over to Nora.
What?
So basically making an L.
We have to go through your hometown.
Or
Oh, okay.
Or...
there's a river
that'll be a problem. But from Hera to Nora, you could cut about 5 days off the journey, but have to go over a river that's a really large river.
Yeah, it sounds like a problem. Nobody's built a bridge?
There is here tell of ancient bridges that have been built, but you guys don't travel into the midst of the desert for no reason, so you wouldn't know of them.
Makes sense.
Also, you are in a large city, so hiring a guide is a possibility. Or trying to procure one along the way. Less
I have faith
possible.
God shall take me where I need to go.
You got a paladin. You don't need any of this crap.
I'm going to drop a stick on the ground in whichever direction it falls. I'll start walking that way.
Right?
Sounds about right.
You mentioned
Yeah. We may have to ask Alexandria this, but
Alexander.
yeah.
I heard that too, Alexandria.
Alexandria.
Anyway,
It's because of Salonia.
but if we're going as the King's Guards, can we put that?
We're not the King's Guards.
You're
No.
going as Hera guards.
Yeah,
not
we're-
the King's
we're-
guards.
Or Hera's guards.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow to the knee kind of guards.
In this storyline, it's very important that those are two different things.
Yeah.
So as Hera's guards, are we going as sent by Hera?
That would be such an alien thing
Sure.
to do, though.
Yeah.
For Alien to walk around and be like,
Alexander
"I am
said
a
you'll be
King's
doing this
guard."
task as my guards.
Yeah. So
yeah.
we don't necessarily have to. Have our own story as to how we found it because we're doing this.
Right. If that's the angle you want to take, then that's perfect. That actually sounds more logical than what I was thinking you guys were going to do.
What were you thinking we were going to do?
Something stupid.
Just trying to avoid dying.
I was hoping that Gilleon would take the lead on that and it would just end up all sorts of not
That would
okay.
be terrible. He is not allowed to speak when we're there.
He is not allowed to speak. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Gilleon, I found this tape. Put it on.
The crotch goblin has gotten me.
This will be fun.
Yeah, just being a general nuisance. I can understand what you mean now.
Yes.
He just wants attention. Everyone's trying to work, and he's like, "Hello."
This Stitches with his little hoodie on. Cutie. Anyway, so is there anything that you guys can think of that you need before you leave? And if not,
Not offhand.
It's not that I need.
quick and away then. Food enough. You guys have weapons. Do you have arrows enough? You lost very few arrows with the goblins.
Yeah.
27 shaped arrows.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a quiver and some.
Quiverance.
A quiver. And
I'll make
some.
sure-
A quiverance.
A quiverance and some.
A quiverance.
I'll make sure to tell Nort what's going on,
Okay.
and I'll give him 2 gold coins for a allowance while I'm away.
Okay. Nort will ask, would you have me stay and learn, or would you have me travel with you? I would travel, or stay.
I would be safer for you to stay here, young one.
All
I
right.
would like you to grow comfortable with these people. Perhaps live in
not
this
gonna
city forever.
He's not going to grow. He's a full-grown crotch goblin.
I would like it if this could perhaps be your home.
I'm essentially telling him
Right.
in like the
I like
nicest
it.
way possible that I don't intend for him to travel with us. I just didn't want to leave him alone in a cave full of his dead siblings, and I'm trying to give him a semblance of a somewhat normal
break her
life
leg.
as far as I would consider normal.
Right. Excellent. No, I like that. It's good.
So I don't mind coming back and checking on him, and he'll be like my adopted child that I try to take care of from far away, like Batman.
Like Batman. Does Batman have an adopted child?
Several. They're
So-
all Robins. Not a lot of them
I
live
was
for
gonna-
very
I was-
long.
I was going to say, so wait a second. Is this a crotch robin?
It is my
It's a
crotch
crotch
robin. I am the Dark Knight, and he is my crotch robin.
That sounds so much worse.
Very strange. Okay, so
It's not gay.
to the stables, and 3 riding horses await with saddlebags, tack, and harness.
Is this my horse?
For this journey, it is.
Oh.
At least. You're not sure how exactly this works. You've never been in a situation anywhere near like this.
That's fair.
It may be your horse. The stable boy...
We gave him a lot of trouble last time. What was his name? He was really weird.
It was really weird.
Yeah, he was really weird.
Shorty.
Yeah.
Like, oh, am I going to have a girl sleep in my hay with me?
He has the nickname of Shorty. You don't know his actual name. But
Is that an endearing term?
he tells you these 3 riding horses are procured by the town guard, and they all have names.
Do they?
He says, yes, but you are free to name them yourselves if you would like.
Nope.
There is a black one, a brown one, and a white one.
I'll take the black one.
All right.
I'll take the brown one.
He
50.
says,
You want a white one?
That's what I was going to say anyway.
And I shall name you Tootsie.
the horse you have chosen's name is Dunder.
Dunda.
Mifflin?
Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Mifflin? His name is
No,
Dunda.
we're not getting
For
sued,
sure.
damn it.
And how does Gilleon look atop Tootsie? Because he's huge, right? Are these horses huge? Am I gonna struggle to?
Do you have a pony in comparison to ours?
With your dexterity, you will not have any problem getting
you get
on
the
a
midget
horse.
horse.
Ever. You'll never have a problem getting on a horse.
she's-
She's got the little hand, the foot things, and they will have to be adjusted for
Cinched
you.
up, just especially
yeah,
for
they'll have
you.
to be cinched for
He's
when
real
you're riding.
swifty.
Yeah.
Because Swifty's a guy, right?
No.
No, Swifty's a girl? Okay, I
Does
can
she
never
sound like a
tell.
guy?
She's got
Sometimes.
boobs.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
She's got boobs. You're an asshole.
She's got boobs.
Depending on the Swifty voice that's going on,
Suddenly
I can't
this devil
tell.
boy gets a really deep voice.
Leave it to the half orc though, right? Like, is that a boy or a girl? I was so confused. I didn't want to ask and embarrass
I
myself.
did not want to assume your gender.
Oh, how far along are you?
Oh, I'm cutting that. I'm cutting that.
Anyway, you'll never have a problem getting on a horse. Are you going to name the horse yourself?
I want to know its name first. Is it a male or a female?
The white horse
Yeah.
is a female.
Okay, what is her name?
Please tell me I named a male horse Tootsie.
You did.
Yes! Is this where you milk it?
Shorty tells you the white horse's name
Do
is
whatever you want, but
Sinister.
you might get arrested. Sinister?
Sinister.
Nice.
That's a pretty cool name. I think I'll keep it.
Swifty and
Don't know if I like
sinister.
Dunda. It's a stupid name.
It's quite a blunder.
Wow.
You come from a land down under.
Shorty also declares that the horses should come when called.
Dunda it is. Dunda!
But who can tell?
But who can tell?
You could probably get away with just putting a TH at the front. Thunder!
Thunder.
His name is Thunder. Dunder for short.
His name is Thunder.
I climb up on my horse.
Upon the horses.
Upon the horses.
Into the north gate of the town. Seeing at least one guard come to the north gate, the guards say the signal and raise the gate. And off you
gate.
ride. What kind of pace are you guys going to keep as a standard for this? Because it's going to be a long journey. So, just out of curiosity, you guys moving fast, moving
We-
slow,
I'd
moving
say a
medium?
gentle trot.
Are we in a rush? We're trotting like Lord of the Rings style?
I would say you're probably
Slow-
not like
slow
just
game.
casual walking, but slow game.
No, it's a slow gallop.
The trot.
I would I would think a walk. We can do a slow trot.
We're doing a gallop.
I was
guess we're
thinking
going.
the same thing. I wanted to, as soon as they open the gate, I just want to start galloping.
So, moderate, quickened pace. I'll take it.
Just so we look cool coming out of the gate. You know
We're fast walking the horses.
Gilleon, your horse is a dancer.
What?
Dun, 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 dun,
It's a dancer, so it does the
It does the little potty
okay.
trot.
yeah, like it's been in a parade or two.
Is that how it
before.
runs too?
Yep, it runs like a jackhammer. It's gonna be an awful ride for you and no one else.
It walks just like my dog does.
Why did I take the black horse?
Sure.
Trots like a horse.
The white horse is
Won't be able
lame
to walk right
already.
for an entire
It's like,
month.
It's lame already. Good thing it's got the least weight on it.
damn it! What kind of car show is this? Out the gate you guys go. The other question is this. You're traveling by night. How long do you guys expect to travel per day? Are you going to allow long hours for the horses to rest? Are you going to go as quickly as possible?
Well, I don't want to hurt the horses.
What's
I
that?
don't know. How far should a horse
As a
ride?
paladin, I'm going to be very caring with the animal, so I'm not going to want to push it.
Excellent.
I'm going to want to be respectful to its health as much as my own. And I'm going to be using Detect Evil as I'm traveling.
I'm going to use, however, an elf-loving animals. I'm gonna talk to my horse because I can do that.
Yeah, you can empathize with your horse. Yes,
I'm gonna let him set the
because you
pace.
are a Ragnar.
I'm going to let him set the pace.
Young enough horses. Trot is a good speed, especially at night. They're going to start tiring during the day.
Are these young enough horses?
Yeah, they're young horses.
Sweet.
Very capable horses. You don't know if they've seen any combat, but they're definitely quality riding horses.
Can I ask my horse?
You want to try and empathize with your horse to see what your horse knows?
Yeah.
Does my horse show any hesitation if I lift my mask up?
Your horse cares not what your race is, no.
Okay.
Your horse
Well,
whinnies
you know,
and falls over.
My
It's like one of those fainting goats.
Just kicks your ass off of it.
horses have personalities. Seeing a human with giant ass tusks on its face in front of it all of a sudden might be traumatizing.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem to care at all.
Cool.
No.
Cool.
It doesn't care that you're not a human being.
A human being.
Might be a little late because we never asked about it. Did fucking Mr. Grinch just get executed, or is he still rotting in a jail cell in the fucking catacomb prisons back in
The monster that stole the wagon?
Yeah.
You don't know.
we know now? Okay, I'm gonna have
You
to ask
don't
about
know.
that later.
As long as this is being recorded, you'll have reference to ask questions later,
Yeah.
which I actually really like. None of my D&D adventures have been thusly recorded, so it's very cool.
I mean, they were until something happened. Something we won't speak about.
Yeah.
I knew
Lots
that was
of history.
I knew that
down
was
the drain.
I knew that was going to come up at some point. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, you guys. The first night, uneventful, and into the morning.
Wait. What about my horse?
They wanted to talk.
Oh, yes. Your horse has been a horse for the guard since it was able to have a rider. It is well trained and suitable for combat.
Good deal. Can I sympathize with the other horses?
Along the journey, yes.
Okay.
The first night goes uneventful into the morning. You don't feel tired. You notice that as the day breaks and the heat starts carrying into the morning, that the horses don't want to trot anymore. They want to start walking.
Break time.
So you can either break time or you can slowly keep going.
I'd probably give them a rest.
I'm going to ask my horse how he feels. You want to keep going?
You're gonna try and ask your horse how it feels.
Yeah,
So
you
you're
keep going or not? Are you good to go?
Come on.
Good to go, bro?
Yeah, well rested, unused for days. They're probably ready to keep going.
Well, let's let it go until it starts to warm up a little bit. Because I don't think there's much sense in just cutting it as soon as just because the light is starting to show. Like, let it warm up a little bit and then we'll cut them off.
Yeah, and your horses aren't used to this sort of thing, so it's kind of...
I thought I picked up on that the last time I was here.
It's kind of both a...
Huh? Absolutely nothing.
It's kind of both a, like, treat for them and a chore, because they don't do this very often. They don't leave for long periods of time. In fact, like, at daybreak or so, they're kind of like, hey, stable's that way, guys.
Horses usually get barn sour if they don't go on runs very often.
Yeah. So they're you know, curious and excited and
Well, barn sour means they just want to go back.
right. Yeah, so they're curious and excited and confused that they're not going home yet.
Where's my food? I'm used to grains.
About midday, it starts getting very hot, and you think it would be good time to rest and feed the horses.
Is there a decent spot somewhere around here? Looks like set up a campsite.
I want one of you guys, just one of you, to roll percentile.
Percentile.
Who's feeling lucky?
Well, I'm not, but I'll do it. Let's go. I've got 90%.
Whoa. 90 even, huh? 90 and a 0?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. You find a giant white stone about 300 yards off of the side of the road.
Sounds cool.
Providing
And
shade.
It's very large and very jagged and shady on the side closest to you.
Cool.
You can approach it.
Let's approach it.
3 or 4 small sand dunes later, you get to this rock and notice that it has been and currently is a resting area for men and horses.
Nice. Is there anyone there?
It is. It is currently occupied.
How many people?
3.
Ooh. 3 and 3. What are we looking at?
Detect evil.
Am I getting any evil off these guys? What do they look like?
You're gonna ruin my game eventually with this, you know that, right?
I will. You know, you can make up, you're the DM, you can make up an amulet that hides the presence of evil on your fucking boss character or whatever. The hell
Right,
you're
just
trying
give
to
that
do.
to everyone who you come across so that they don't know.
Just the key characters you
It's
want to
really,
hide from me.
it's a really common amulet. It's a gold piece each. Everyone has one.
Everyone has one.
For Gilleon's sake. You do not detect any evil on these guys. There's 3 of them. There's 3 horses. There is a campfire. The fire is being used currently for cooking. There's no smoke coming off of the campfire. It's mostly coals.
I will make sure my mask is down before approaching.
Okay.
Am I the only one approaching, or are we all approaching?
Did you catch this whole situation?
I'll smile at them awkwardly.
No, I did not.
We came up on a gigantic rock with shadow and what looks like a rest spot behind it. But as we come up to the rest spot, there's 3 gentlemen and horses already sitting there.
And we have
I've
officially
detected
identified that as a
evil
rest spot.
in none of them so far, including the horses. The horses
Yeah,
are
I'm-
not evil.
Coming up too. The horses are flaming
The
eyes.
horses are not evil. That's funny. You notice as you start to approach these figures in the shadow that one of them is wearing a white cape with a blue dragon on it. He's also wearing white-ish metal armor with a red griffin across the breast.
Is that from Alexander's team as well?
No.
He's like, who's that?
You said the plume was
Some
what
people's
color?
kids, right?
Just let it burn down. Don't be a douche. What?
You said the plume was red?
No, I didn't mention a plume.
Okay.
What I said was a white cape with a blue dragon on it and whitish metal armor with a red griffin across his chest. However, he's wearing a blue plume on his helmet, and he's wearing a proper helmet.
Better than mine?
Don't kill him. He's on the side.
All of his armor is white. You have no idea what material it's made out of, but it is some sort of metal. So probably better than yours, seeing as you've never seen the material.
If we fight him, I want that.
What reason do we have to fight him, Gilleon?
Not
Calm
yet.
down.
Not yet.
I
If
thought you said you were a man of God.
I am a man of God. The Imperium's God is very generous.
Interesting word use.
You're noticed when you approach, by the way. Are you all approaching? Or
Yeah, I think
just
so.
Gilleon?
Are you approaching?
Yeah, we're
Or
all
of
approaching.
us?
All right.
We're trotting their way.
I don't know, I get a feeling like these are the Duke's guys, if I'm remembering symbols correctly.
You're not.
I'm not? Okay.
It sounds like our people.
As you get over the last dune and down into the shade of this large overhanging rock, the man in the white armor stands up. He says, "Hail! You there. You are a guard from Hera."
I work for a man named Alexander.
He says, "Oh, Alexander's still in Hera, is he?"
As far as I left him.
He
And where are you from,
He
good
says,
sir?
"Good enough." He says, I derive myself from the kingdom of Bover."
Bover.
He says, "Yes." He says, "I am Morn Zarius." He says, "One of the king's knights."
Intriguing.
And which way is this Bova from us? I am not from these lands.
He puts his thumb towards the rock. He says, "To the east, good sir."
To the east. Due east.
Alright, correct me if I'm wrong. Are they not wearing the same armor as Hera?
No.
No.
Alexander doesn't
He
wear
has
the same.
different
He's wearing
symbolism.
he's wearing the same armor as Alexander.
Yeah.
The guards of Hera wear similar armor, but different.
Right, okay, but... So, same armor as Alexander.
Yes.
Different symbol on his cloak, though, isn't it?
Nope. Same symbol.
Oh. I thought
Same
Alexander
same
had that.
symbol on the chest of his armor as well.
Okay, see, I knew Alexander had the griffin on his chest, but I thought he had the cross on his back.
No, that's the Hera guards have the
Okay.
cross on their backs. That's how he recognized you as a guard
Hera
from
guard.
Hera. Yeah.
I figured it was just the giant blue plume on my head.
May I ask... Was Alexander a Knight of the King?
He says, "Yes, he is indeed."
Oh, still is.
He says, "Yes, well, ranking member in my army, yes. I believe they call him captain now."
Interesting.
He says, "You look concerned. He is hardy, and he is of good soul." He says, "You have nothing to fear from Alexander."
No fears from Alexander.
I sense no evil in that man.
Just trying to figure things out.
Did you get kicked out of your chair? Are you not going to talk for the rest of the game, or what? Oh.
What were you saying?
I don't know.
Be an intimidating halfling guard.
Yeah.
Small person's usually the pack leader.
They've got a complex to overcome.
He says, "So why have you rode to me, then? You know of Alexander?" He says, "Not many people in Hera do."
Well, we work directly for him, as of recent. We're on task right now, but we came in here for some shade. Found you.
He says, "Do you mind if I ask what task you're upon?"
To deliver an amulet to a duke.
Oh, as I expose it.
Just throwing it out there. He says, taking an amulet to a duke. He says, yeah. He says, that seems like a task. This wouldn't be the duke, would it?
I believe it would be.
He says, me and him are not friends.
Aye, nor are we, which is why we wish to deliver it quickly.
I've not ever heard good things about this man.
Upon deliverance, our lives may be at risk.
He says, the two people next to me are merchants traveling to Hera, seeking refuge. Me, myself, I've been killing bandits.
For fun?
For the king.
I like him already.
Of course he does.
We didn't catch his name yet. God damn it.
Oh, my apologies. Morn.
Morn?
Morn Zarius.
Yeah, actually, we did catch his name. Or at least you told us his name.
He says, you can call me Zarius. Or Knight Zarius.
I am Ilion.
Too.
What's that?
I am called Ilion.
He says, Gilleon. And you are...
An elf?
Yes. And you are a knight as well?
I don't believe so. Not quite. I'm a ranger, but I've been hired
He says,
by
oh.
Alexander.
He says, you don't hold an alliance. He says, you will by the end of this, I assure you.
Perhaps.
He says, great things are shaking in this area.
Interesting. Can you tell me more?
As I have said, I've been hunting bandits. I've been very successful. He says, a few of them went east, the way that you will be traveling, if you are going to the Duke.
He's been hunting bandits. Do we see the merchants within an abundance of loot?
The merchants have their regular horses and
Okay, so it doesn't look like
baggage.
they claimed all the loot from these bandits that
No.
he's... Damn it.
You gonna try to kill all of them?
No, I wanted to see if they had anything interesting to buy. You never know what the hell bandits have.
That's fair. I don't know many bandits.
Well, they've got anything and everything that can be found on the road, including health potions.
He procures you a bag full of right hands.
Oh.
Lovely.
That's for the bounty.
It's brimming.
I'm guessing there's a bounty.
It's got a lot of them in it.
He's got like a Santa Claus sack.
You count like 12 or 13 right hands in this bag, especially you since you're curious. You can see that there's like 12 or 13 hands in this bag.
Do I detect evil in all of the hands? Is there just one good hand in the bag?
Oh my gosh. As inanimate objects, they are not evil nor good. They're just hands. None of them seem to be moving or anything.
Suddenly Thing pops out.
One just pops up and starts doing a jig.
Is it Thing or It? No, Cousin It. Thing.
It's thing.
Yeah, thing's the hand, cousin it's the hairy bastard.
Right.
That looks like me, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, sweet.
If you're willing to help me in this delayed killing of the bandits, cut off their right hands. Present them to us. We will reward you.
I'll do that. Gilleon definitely will do that.
As a paladin on my holy journey, I cut down all evil in my path.
Very well. A man such as myself can appreciate the killing of the evils. These bandits are, in fact, evil, I assure you.
I believe it. Bandits aren't generally known as being good.
Up the road, you will see the wreckage of good merchants and poor families. They have been slaughtered by these bandits, and I have done them the same favor in return. Do for me this.
Well, good on you, that's for sure. I would gladly kill bandits.
He beckons you forth. Take your respite, then. Have a sleep. Feed your horses.
Very kind of you.
I'm gonna look at Swifty and Gilleon, and I'm going to say,
How shall we cycle our guard breaks?
because I'm not considering all three of us sleeping around some strangers.
I'll take first
Good
watch.
point.
Okay.
But, appear to be resting. This is quietly, right?
Yeah, you can decide all you want.
No, well, it's not rude to just sit there and talk about who's going to take guard breaks.
Yeah,
I'm not
or talk
openly-
amongst yourselves
I'm not-
because you did come across strangers.
I'm not openly stating that I don't trust these people. I'm just saying that we should watch our own backs. It's
Right.
our own responsibility
That's
to
fair.
keep ourselves alive. I'm not going to entrust it upon a stranger I just met.
Yeah. One all at a time. You check first.
Indeed.
Is
You
anything
can
interesting
Get to know
happen
the note.
while we're doing our guard duties?
He's got a dashing beard.
You're taking first watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Swifty getting hit on by this knight?
He's like, so, come here often?
He's like, I like
This
short
would
ladies.
be your point of conversation. If you want to talk to this guy, now would be your time.
She's looking
while you're on
straight
watch.
up at
You're
him.
one-on-one.
So what exactly can you tell me about this the Duke?
It has long been under my assumption that he not only is not willing to play the king's game, but also trying to parlay or destroy the king's plans. Anyone against my leader is against me.
This has been going on for some time, I suppose.
I meant to ask why he didn't take him out himself.
When I met the man was years ago, and my assumptions were created then. Things have gotten worse in the town of Nora.
So why doesn't the king have a bounty on his head?
We are men of good and lack substantial evidentiary substance to capture, kill, or destroy this duke and his position.
Wonder if wonder if they'll sweep it under the table if I just cut the dude's head off.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking.
Then how?
I feel like
how
we'd
do you know
be
that
looked kindly
he's
upon.
against the king? If you have no evidence,
Let the paladin tell you whether or not this man is evil when you meet him.
I don't doubt that he's evil. I don't have the evidence. Seems like an assumption.
Where I come from, diplomacy is less important than evidence. The king will soon of someday have him dead when the evidence presents itself. For now, we live in his territories and his treacheries. This is not permanent. If you so decide, you can make his fate.
Well, look at that. An open invitation.
We didn't hear it. Swifty got the invitation. We're sleeping right now.
Of course we didn't hear it, but we heard it.
I ain't heard it.
That's meta, though.
We just immediately...
Well, theoretically, by the time they have the conversation going, I imagine we're already passed out.
I'm just saying.
Way
we can't-
time flows in D&D is friggin' weird.
We don't quote
at
unquote
the end
know
of your
it,
watch,
but we know it.
Knight Zarius. Should I erase his first name?
No, I like
Okay.
it.
Knight Zarius stands up, wakes up the two merchants, and says, I will continue to provide safe passage to Hera for you, and then off to my duties.
So Zarius
not-
is his last name?
We're not going
Morin's
to
his
Hera.
first name? I like that a
We're
lot.
coming from Hera. We're not going to Hera. So if you can guarantee...
To the merchants.
Yes, he's providing merchant's passage.
He's just been killing bandits. He's going to
I'm
make
not
sure the
confused.
good guys make it.
Sure.
Did you say...
And then he walks up to the halfling and puts his hand out, his gauntleted metal hand.
Shake it.
All right, he kisses your hand, and he says, "Godspeed to you."
Does he have to get down on one knee?
He bends really, really
He
low.
would not get down on one knee.
I'm just saying to be able to reach. I'm just saying.
Not in his social understanding, he wouldn't do that. But he does bend over a lot. Yes,
He bends
and
over
then-
a lot.
An uncomfortable amount.
yeah, and then to his horse, and the merchants and him take leave.
So it's night now?
And it's only about 2.5, 3 hours have gone by.
Okay.
And thus concludes the end of your watch if you guys are taking
Yeah, I was going to say, you might
gonna
switch
say
on
some
some
short breaks.
I'll go kick Gilleon a little bit. Gilleon, it's your turn.
Great Gadat, what is going on?
It's your turn to watch.
Everyone's
I need to rest.
died.
Everyone's died!
The Knight Zarius and his party of merchants has already left.
I see. It is time for the Lord's work. I understand.
If anything, don't do anything stupid. Be
No.
quiet.
I'll wait to do my morning tradition until everyone is awake, I assure you.
Very well, that's all I ask.
And I'll just sit there and essentially detect evil around me during mine.
So, question, now that they've left, are you going to continue the fire or are you going to put it out?
The fire? I
Yes.
will continue it if there's enough wood around.
Yeah,
To do so.
there's enough little pieces of twigs and brush. You
I'll keep
can
the fire
keep
going.
the fire going
Seems
easily.
usually fine.
It's not gonna take me a whole lot of focus to just mindlessly mend the fire and use my detect evil. Because I won't even really be having to look around. I'll just be focusing my detect evil in different directions.
Roll percentile.
He's
detecting
percentile.
I got 75.
All right.
75.
While procuring firewood and pieces of brush, you come across what you assume is a very, very angry reptile. This thing has no legs, and it's rubbing its scales backwards across itself to make a rattling, clicking sort of sound.
Is it... How big is it?
It's a viper.
It's about 3 feet long or so. It's small.
And it's very angry?
It looks really mad at you, yeah.
Does it have fangs, or... Like, what am I looking at?
It hasn't opened its mouth. It has a very wide head, and it has serrations on the side of its head on both sides. It's light brown in color.
So, I have some meat in my bag, and with my arm and hand that has my greaves, so my metal-covered arm, I'm going to attempt to give it some meat. Like animal handling.
It swallows your grief.
Like raw meat.
Raw meat.
Okay. You can do that if you'd like.
I would like to attempt to feed the
Excellent.
creature and appease it. I'm not trying to, like, take it or, like, capture it. I'm just trying to make it not pissed off.
How big of a piece of meat are you trying to give this thing?
Probably around the chunk size of my hand.
A very large piece of
A
meat.
large piece of meat.
All right.
The thing's 3 feet long. I'm gonna give
Roll-
it based on its body
Roll me
size.
a wisdom check.
A wisdom check? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, easy.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, I need to get under, right?
Yes.
I got a 19, and I needed a 16.
All right. You're not smart enough to know that this thing only likes live prey and has never seen any dead raw chunks of meat before, and so it strikes several times into this piece of raw flesh and clicks off your gauntlet a couple times. It does in fact have fangs, and yeah, it lacerates the meat in such a way that you have to wiggle and shake the meat to get it off of the mouth of this thing.
Well, I wouldn't want it to get off the mouth.
And-
I would kind of just let go so it gets stuck to the mouth.
After
Just
striking
push it in there.
After striking several times into this meat, it retreats into the desert, and you see it about 5-10 feet away from you start wiggling in a way to bury itself in the sand.
Goodbye, tiny dragon.
Everyone's dreams are shattered for a second, hearing "Goodbye, Tiny Dragon." The fire stoked. You can cook your rations, whatever portion of it you'd like cooked. Also, Alexander has provided water skins for everyone and the horses.
Do I notice
And
anything
a
interesting
container
about
to
this meat? that it bit into? Is it like
It looks like it's dissolving it.
there's some kind of acid or something there?
There's some sort of poison going on that's
Okay,
sort of
it's
destroying
poison.
the
So I
meat.
was gonna say it's not acid. I don't have to worry about my metal gauntlet dissolving.
That's very undefined.
Undefined.
Your gauntlet
Keep an eye
didn't.
on your
Your
gauntlet.
gauntlet didn't get covered in it. But
Okay.
but the meat was
Well, you said
injected with it.
Tinged off of my gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
and anytime the teeth come into contact with anything, it causes venom to inject. As far as snakes, from my awareness. So.
Right. Yeah, you don't have like piles of venom on your gauntlet.
Cool.
It's possible that there's some small droplets, but the meat it seems to be not good anymore.
So
I'm
we
gonna
eat
just
it.
I
chuck
was
it.
just wondering whether or not. So that's the other thing. You
I'm
cooking
just
it
gonna
now?
chuck it. No, actually, I'm gonna keep it. I'll put that in my bag. I think about chucking it at first,
Would label it.
and then my that
Label it for he
that
breaks
little
out his label maker.
tiny bit of intelligence I have.
Snake meat.
That little tiny bit of intelligence I have inside of me thinks, trap, maybe?
Sweet. So how are you going to capture this meat?
I'm gonna have to capture the meat.
Yeah, are you going to put it in leather? Or are you just going to throw it in your backpack?
Well, I have everything.
It seems to be disintegrating. So if you just throw it in your backpack, it's going to start like turning into goo meat in your backpack.
I'll start shoving it inside the empty glass vial I used, kind of like
Well, there you go.
for my potion last time.
That's just too damn clever for Gilleon. Okay, so you can do that. Shove it into a vial, cap the vial, throw it in your
It
backpack.
only works if you make that sound.
You now have poisoned meat,
Poisoned meat in a vial.
which, by all accounts, a paladin can't use nefariously.
Nefarious.
But he can give to us.
Just based on second edition rules, you can't use poisoned meat for like being a dick.
No, I can't do that.
Well, you can present it to the party and be like, "Hey, I got some poisoned meat. Anybody know what to do with this?"
But
That's something you could do. However, the rest of your watch goes uneventfully, and if you guys are taking a 8-hour rest, then it'll be your watch.
It's my turn.
as a paladin, wouldn't it be humane to kill a dragon with poison?
Sure,
Yeah.
I would say so.
That's not nefarious. I could slip it down a poison dragon's throat.
Not as such.
Tiny dragon. With my whole arm when it takes my arm off.
See, that's the thing is like your class wouldn't use poison, but killing a bad thing with poison's not necessarily bad, right? Like you poison a rat if it was plaguing your town.
But I'm
Anyway.
also an orc with the strewn concept of what's right and wrong.
Yeah, you're towing the line.
He's like, oh, they would love this.
I'm thinking,
It's gonna be great.
So you wake Gilleon up.
Gilleon,
Where's
look what
one?
I have.
and I'm just going to show him a bottle with no context.
Okay. That's really gross.
It's tiny dragon meat.
Is it Is it bubbling?
It does actually look like it's bubbling.
A tiny dragon bit into it, and now it sizzles.
Sizzle me.
Right. Why don't you let me hang on to that?
If you want to.
Well, you can hang on to it. I might call for it.
I thought it would go good on a pizza, but I will let you have it.
It's gonna be.
Get in. I
horrible.
don't think you want to eat that. You should get some sleep.
I will dream of tiny
Shut your
dragons.
pretty eyes.
But be aware, I'll let you know. The tiny dragon burrowed beneath the sand, so it could be beneath us as we speak.
Well, as I'm aware,
And then
I'll
as
try
I
to
do that,
avoid
I'm
it.
going to look him in the eyes and then just close them and go to sleep.
Just make it super
Like
obvious.
Trump, make him super paranoid right before I go to bed.
All right, roll percentile.
Because I didn't explain that it was just a little lizard. As far as he's concerned, a tiny dragon burrowed beneath the sand.
85%.
85. He was looking for that little dragon.
You see a riding horse without a rider walking down the road. It's 3 dunes over on the cobblestone path that you guys came up.
Oh.
It's walking kind of monotonously headed towards the town of Hera. Just slowly walking down the road.
I'm going to call
towards Hera. I thought you said it came from the way we came. But it's going towards where we came?
Towards where you came from, yeah. You call for it?
Yeah.
You're gonna, like, animal empathy, like, pss, 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 come here, baby.
Will that work?
Yeah. You want a ranger, after all.
Well, I don't know if it could hear me.
The horse will come close to you, but not close enough that you can grab it.
Okay. I just want to inspect it. What do I find?
It has a laceration on its right back leg. And it's very sketched out. Very nervous.
Can I soothe it?
Can you try? Yeah, you can soothe it. It's paranoid. It doesn't want to let you get to it.
Right. Can I soothe it without getting to it?
Yeah, you can calm it and keep it from going anywhere.
Yeah.
It'll hang out.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Can I talk to it?
You can't talk to it as such. You can empathize with it, try and get a feeling about things.
Let me get a feeling about it.
Yeah, it's super upset and distraught.
Cool. I can't know what it had gone through?
Nope. You feel like it definitely belonged to somebody, but doesn't.
But
it doesn't now.
Right.
Like the horse has been through some real bad situations.
Like just recently, obviously.
It's got PTSD for a horse.
Yeah. PTS horse D, dude.
I'm not sure if you need a special name for it.
PTHD.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
Post-traumatic horse disorder.
Okay. Is there anything else I can learn from this horse?
It was tackled for toting a wagon.
Tackled for toting a wagon?
Doesn't have a harness or a saddle.
Oh, tackled, I see.
It doesn't have a mouth bit. It was tackled up to be pulling a wagon.
Okay. This probably came from the... Alright, well, hopefully it calms down enough by morning.
So you're just gonna soothe it your watch?
Oh, do I have to, like, continue trying to soothe it? Or is it, you said it's just soothed enough to where it's not gonna, I figured, like, sit down and chill a while.
It'll hang out with the horses, yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of your watch goes completely uneventfully.
Sweet. No tiny dragons.
You wake up, everybody. It's the afternoon. It's starting to get cooler now from the desert heat.
Why is there a bleeding horse?
This is the first thing I see when I wake up.
Oh, everybody's awake now.
Yeah.
You can do
there was a
crazy ass ritual thing.
Everybody wakes up.
There was a scuffle in the evening, and I killed off 6 other orc.
Ah, well, to that. Good morning, great golden gods.
All more handsome than yourself.
All more handsome than yourself.
Good morning, great gods, he says, and continues his ritual. There is no evil around you within 60 feet.
Cool.
In any direction.
I'm also searching for baby dragons with my eyes.
The rock that you guys are under is questionable, however.
Questionable?
Yeah.
I'm going to stare at this
It's
rock
nefarious.
for a second, like I'm thinking about
It's
it.
a nefarious rock. You're not sure exactly why you feel like that, but you kind of feel like that.
Well, you did say there's a giant white spiky rock in the middle of the desert.
Right.
Now I'm overthinking this.
Now I'm overthinking this.
Is this witchcraft?
It's a good landmark.
I actually met the witch that crafted this.
You're all awake. I love how you just start lying to the orc. He's just like, you know what? He slept. I'm just going to start lying to him now. This is great.
She must have been your mother.
Indeed she was. Quite a big beast.
You elves are them tricky folk.
So everybody's awake now. So what's the next?
My first line of orcish racism.
I'm gonna tell your god.
I'm gonna tell your god.
He's okay. He mostly liked humans anyways.
Right.
I hop right up on Sinister and start going.
Alright, your movements spook the horse that isn't part of the party, and it
Meh.
backs away.
We don't need another horse. It's only 3 of us. We've got 3 horses.
I'll calm it again.
Alright, it's okay. It just doesn't want to be with you guys per se.
Is there any way that I can instruct it to Hera?
You want to try and give it direction?
Yeah.
Tell it where to go? You could do that, I suppose.
No.
You disapprove?
No, I was thinking about healing the horse.
Oh, don't waste your healing.
That's up to you. Healing the horse would be bringing a little more to the empathy table for sure.
Well, I was thinking, like, I have sewing needles and thread, and you said it had a giant gash on it, but I highly doubt it's going to let any of us suture it here on the field.
Well, if we can
Probably true.
If we can catch it, I might be able to soothe it enough to let us suture it.
Are you guys trying to catch this horse now?
No, I'm not going to go that far. I knew that was going to be a struggle.
Alright. Guess we'll just let it go.
Most horses will find their way back home.
Yeah.
Alright.
Return to the stables at which they came.
So, you get on your horses then and start to ride?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's say it's only about a day's ride from Hera. We've only made it about a day so far.
Alright. As you guys start to ride, this horse stays in front of you for a while and then dips off into the desert towards the east. And you see tracks from where this horse came out of the desert by itself once already from the east.
Okay.
And it's headed back the same way from whence they came.
Ah, so from wherever it was hooked up to a cart and then released. Do we want to follow it, or do we want to just skip that and keep going towards the Duke?
I don't know.
It can go 2 different ways right now.
Now that you pose it, I almost want to follow it.
It can definitely go 2 very different ways right now, yes.
Yeah. And I'm concerned about both of them as a fellow DM writer.
I can assure you it's not what you think.
Okay, there's no sandworms.
I didn't think of that.
I was thinking like Dune sandworms.
So it's definitely not that. It's no purple worms, buddy.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm curious.
All right,
We've been
as you
given
guys
3
are gonna
days
make a decision,
rations.
I'm gonna go take a whiz.
I would, take a pee. We'll talk shit about the DM while you're gone.
Creeper, right? Anyway, so what do you think?
I'm sure at the end of that trail is either someone who is deceased or someone who is in need of help.
You might be right.
I'm not sure how pressed for time we are to return this medallion. What is your opinion, Swifty?
Wasn't listening. I was
Fair
distracted by something shiny.
The glass in the sand, it's everywhere.
Right. Shiny.
Right.
Should we follow the horse to be whence it came, or...
I think not. I think it will make its way back to where it came from just fine. I think we should be on our way.
Right, but if there's someone in trouble out there, we might want to tend to them.
Oh, you mean the riders?
Well, unless it's a thief.
We
He's
were
already dead.
We were asked to hunt bandits, and it appeared to have been pulling a carriage or perhaps a merchant's wagon.
I say we go.
And it had been slashed,
Say we follow the horse?
perhaps by a sword.
I mean, frankly, What else are we out here for? To get into trouble.
We have 3 days to arrive at our destination.
Technically, we have a month, so I don't think times of.
We were only
essence.
paid for 3 days. After that, I think we are expected to return.
Well, that's fair. That's a 7 days ride.
That is true. He only paid us for 3 days for a 7 days ride.
Yeah, you only paid us 3 days for a 7 days ride.
Just realized that.
He said plus a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean the other 5 days? 4 days? 4 days. I'm a carpenter. I can math.
I can math.
Okay, well, are you idiots smart enough to look into your horse's saddlebags to see how much gold he gave you? Or?
Yeah, how much gold's in my saddlebag?
There is 30 pieces of gold in each one of your saddlebags.
Nice.
10 gold pieces a day, which was what we got paid at the start of the job just to go there, so that's actually fucking not bad. We got paid 10 gold pieces a piece. You heard what I named it, right?
If expensive hotel room is 3 gold.
Yeah, I paid for 10 days worth of hotel.
Right. For what should be a 7-day tour.
There's rations, and what else do we see in the bag? Is there anything interesting or unique? Is there a replacement cape, just in case mine gets damaged along the way?
There's no replacement cape. There is oats for the horses. There is water, a substantial amount of water. In fact, like 6 gallons of water on each horse. About 10 days worth of rations.
Oh, more than I
Always
expected.
gets you in the nose.
The 30 gold. He loves the nose. It's weird. He's a
I
crack
should
goblin.
add
Dude.
the 30 gold to my
And
finances.
there's rope, cooking utensils, and a knife in each one of your guys'
How much rope?
bags. 50 feet, roughly. If you were to knot it out.
Oh, cool. That puts me up to 60 feet of rope.
So, to put this logically, we want to follow the horse. But the whole bandit thing, capturing bandits and cutting off their right hand to show to Zarius, he's not paid us, which I know he said he will, but as a paladin and a ranger, shouldn't we complete our first job at hand and then continue on with the bandit hand cutting?
I had assumed he asked us because he was doing it as he was traveling, and he'd wanted us to do it as we were traveling. He had said the desert between here and there had been littered with bandits. Evil has
But we know
grown
not how
amongst this
far
land.
this horse is going off the beaten path.
That is true.
I can't imagine far without water or food.
But what if we follow this horse all the way back to Hera and then we're just starting over?
It's not going
It's
to
not
Hera.
going back towards
Yes, it
here.
was.
No, it was, but then it started to follow us, and then off at a point it started to head back to where it originally came from, is what
It
DM
wasn't
had
following
stated.
us. It was
Correct?
walking ahead of us. But
Yeah,
then it
correct.
started to veer off to whence it came.
Back into the desert. Like its tracks had came towards us, and then we see it heading back towards in the directions that it had come from. So it's basically heading back to wherever the incident that it got separated from its party had originally happened.
So, are you following this horse, or are you continuing
Sounds like we're
upon
following
them?
the horse.
Me and Ilium would like to. Swifty seems uncertain.
She's pissed.
She wants to go see the Duke and cut his balls off already.
Oh, I did tell them that I was told by Zarius that we can decide the Duke's fate.
Oh, yeah. Zarius. Okay. Follow the horse over dunes and over dunes for roughly 45 minutes and eventually come to an overturned wagon where the horse approaches, circles, starts doing circles itself in the sand, and then starts pawing the top of the wagon. Or what would now be the bottom of the wagon.
I'll get down and check it out.
I'm gonna be detecting evil.
Swifty, you want to get down and check it out?
I was already doing that.
You detect no evil.
Okay.
You get down and start searching around this wagon.
Does he detect dead things?
The wagon has been, for the most part, ransacked. All of the bags and chests on the outside of the wagon have been ripped open, the lids broken off and scattered. You do hear a faint whimpering from inside the wagon. It sounds like cry.
I follow it.
I follow the sound of it.
Get
I was
down.
gonna say, is it running?
You get down on the ground. You look around the wagon. There is a small hole leading into the wagon that you would have to dig out to enter.
Okay.
Do you do so?
Of course.
All right. You dig out the hole,
Might be a puppy.
and into the wagon you go. And inside the wagon, in a blanket, you see a very, very tiny girl.
Oh, darling. Darling, what
Now she cares.
happened? What's your name? Are you alright?
She tells you in a little cute voice. My name is what? She says,
My name is Jeff.
my name is Droplet.
I'm sorry, your name is Droplet.
It's Droplet.
Droplet. Very nice to meet you, Droplet. My name's Swifty. Can you tell me what happened here? Where's your mum?
What's up, Mom?
She immediately just starts crying.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, you open up a can of worms.
Do you need some water? We've got some food and
Well-
some water. Would you like to come out? And...
She holds up her little nubby hands and she puts them out towards you.
Nubby, like they've been cut off.
She is a little tiny halfling girl.
So, perceivable
Oh.
question.
Probably
Now I
about
have a daughter.
probably about 6 to 8 years old.
Now I have a daughter.
Perceivable
she ugly?
question. Is there blood anywhere around in the sand of the,
Oh, to describe the scene,
Yeah.
there's a dead horse. There's bloody prints leading off to a couple of dead halfling
so there are
adults.
corpses.
And tracks all around from what you assume human-sized boots, where you assume bandits have
While
probably
she's
taken this wagon.
handling the little girl, I'm going to be doing my best to bury the bodies after getting anything of value out of their pockets.
as shovels.
Are these are
smart enough to use his shield.
These are half.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him. Are you gonna give him a proper burial and
Yes.
prayers and everything?
Yes,
Okay.
with prayers and everything.
After
give
you
it-
loot them.
Give yourself 100 experience points.
Well, I'm not like looting them for gold or anything like that. Anything that would be of value to the kid, more
But
so.
do they have gold?
Are you gonna pull the kid out of the?
Yeah.
Okay. As you pull it out of the cart, she says, Hedgnar, that's our horse. It's our horse over there. And she like calls to the horse, and the horse comes to the girl.
Hedgnar?
Can you still it so we can mend it?
Does it eat hedges? Droplet and Hedgnar.
Hedgnar. Yeah, she's
even worse.
Sorry, she's got an English accent because
I'm sorry.
I guess that's what halflings have.
Here's my daughter.
It's gross. I know.
Halflings are all from the north, apparently.
Cockneys, the halflings.
Where are you from, Droplet?
She says, "We fled Nora to escape the tyranny. My dad said the rent was too high, and we left. We wanted to get to civilization."
Oh dear.
What just happened to you? Was it bandits?
The people came like you, tall and big with swords and steel.
It was Zarius.
They took us.
She didn't say that.
It was sorry.
He went in the opposite direction.
You guys are so suspicious. I love it.
It's funny, I'm fully trusting Zarius.
I was gonna say you'll easily find alliances if you play long enough.
She says, they came and I think they killed them.
Do you remember what they looked like?
Brown leather. Big black boots.
All in brown leather and big black boots.
One of them was blonde. One of them was red. The hair.
Alright, but outfits all relatively the same, yeah?
Yeah. Like what she's wearing, only cheap.
Congratulations on having a nice outfit. Well, this one here, Swifty, she'll look after you.
You'll come along with us for now.
She says, and my horse, Ragnar, he comes.
But his name was Hedgenow.
Sorry, Hedgenow. Yeah, it's Hedgenow, as is written there.
I'm just really distraught right now. Well,
We were worried about having to feed a friggin' leg goblin.
Pretty distraught at the moment because I'm
Now we got a kid. No, I know, I'm returning the shit.
dead parents and whatnot.
well,
Now we got a kid
not
and a
gonna lie
horse
to
to
you.
feed.
if you stay out here by yourself, you surely will die. However, we are currently going to Nora.
Says that your little girl. God.
Are we going? The town we're going to is Nora, right? Okay, but the news is more interesting. We are currently going to Nora on mission, but
We will protect
we will
you.
return. We will return to Hera. I encourage you to stay with us.
That's where my father said we was going. It's a Hera.
Well, we will protect you, but that's what we've got to do first.
God, we're gonna get this little girl beheaded by the Duke.
Probably.
I hope you guys don't. That'd be really sad.
Yeah, it would suck for her mostly.
Gilleon's being really nice and puts the medallion on her neck, just thinking.
What?
Giving her a gift.
No! You don't even have the medallion. You are not allowed.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wow!
And she's a slave forever.
I have to know which one of you has the medallion now that it's been brought up.
What's that?
Which one of you
has
has the medallion?
No,
She has a medallion.
Oh wait, no,
She has
Swifty
it?
does. Elliot, yeah, has it. Elliot.
I have an amulet.
The amulet.
Yeah, she wrapped it
Medallion,
up in her
amulet, same
sleeve
guy.
that she tore off.
This dog.
She's been torn sleeve Swifty this whole time.
So
Torn sleeve Swifty.
So shitty the orc can't put it on.
Okay.
The name's Gilleon, but my body calls me Shitty the orc.
Okay. Do you want
All
the
right.
baby?
Oh my god.
Wow.
You notice that Hedgnar immediately goes to the child and is now pretty much feels like everything's okay again. Still stirred up a bit, but not like it was. And you guys can touch the horse if you'd like.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah. Here it is. That's mission success.
Oh, I'm gonna touch you. Alright.
With the horse being calm, will it let me mend its wound?
Yeah. I'm gonna calm it more now that I can touch it. Use my spidey sense.
With Droplet in the mix, the horse will stay for her, yeah.
Yeah. And
So
then we'll mend it.
you can mend the wound, yes.
Because I have a sewing needle and I have some thread. Can I attempt to suture this? What do I need to roll for that? Percentile? Unintelligent, so I'm doing a zigzag
How about I
pattern
do
and
it?
tying it.
No, I'm gonna say, as unintelligent as you are, you have so much combat experience that you have sewed yourself together many
Well,
times.
I do have 16 wisdom. That's
Yeah.
battlefield wisdom.
Yeah, you have no problem knowing how to close a wound. That's one of
Okay.
that'd be one of your skills.
Then I will do my best to mend this horse.
The next day ride is completely uneventful. You guys make it to the Inn of Nine Eyes.
Do we lose
If
an
you're-
extra ration?
If you're riding on the road.
Is Swifty giving away extra rations? Because this is her adopted halfling child now.
Yes, I will feed the child.
This thing's only about
I will feed the child.
I thought you said I'll bathe the child.
Also,
this thing's only about a foot tall. It doesn't eat much.
did the bandits steal the horse food at the carriage, or was that left behind? Was there horse food there for
So since this is a retro speak, go ahead and roll under
Head
your
snarl.
wisdom. Mine is 4. So if you can get 4 under your wisdom, I'll give it to you.
Oh, wait, wisdom.
20 cider.
20. Yeah. I got a 5, and my wisdom is 16. So
You've collected roughly 7 more days worth of grain for the horses.
that's just specifically for Hedgenar. I was
Right.
trying to get food for Hedgenar because I figured they would have had some in the stable for him.
Yep. Yeah, the bandits aren't.
Depending on whether the bandits
Concerned with
have horses
horse
or not. Yeah. I mean, if the bandits had their own horses, who knows? They might have been.
What?
Immediately walking into the Inn of Nine Eyes,
Oh, we're back at the
Yeah.
Inn of Nine Eyes already? God damn.
3 men in brown leather
Oh, no.
with black boots sit at the bar.
Oh.
I'll whisper to the party.
I'll be right back. Those are
Okay.
the men that Droplet described.
What
Is Droplet with us, and does she react to these men?
She is with you.
does she react to those men?
Immediately, yes. She does not like those people. They look exactly like the people who killed her parents.
If I see her react with fear to them, I'm going to detect evil on these men.
When you walk in, the maid walks up, or sorry, the bartendress walks up, and she
Hand me
says,
my
"Oh,
mop bucket.
she says, oh, we don't have many children here. You need a room then." She says, "Third door on the left. It's on the house."
Why? Thank you.
She says, put her to bed. She looks distressed.
Go quickly.
Yes, cool. I'll take her straight up.
Room number 1 was the first door on.
Right,
it was
third
our
door
room.
on the right?
Yeah.
It was the other one, but now it's the other door that's empty. While they're doing whatever they're doing, I'm gonna go pee.
She's gonna go take another crack at that door.
She goes in, she goes up the stairs, she has a key in her hand. The key is for room number 4.
For number 4, okay.
She goes in and puts the kid to bed. Now, what are you guys gonna do? I'm very curious. Chess piece isn't out yet. Come on, get over here.
There's still nothing around outside.
As far as
Just no buildings, no nothing. This is the only building in the vicinity.
the inn is a very large 2-story stone building. It's like a concert hall, but
Yeah.
it's just basically a tavern. It's a little built-in own shop and a hotel.
Okay. The question is, do we tell these men to come outside, or do we get blood all over their floor?
As he says this, I'm gonna walk over and sit at their table.
They're at the bar.
I'm gonna sit right next to them then.
You're gonna go sit.
I'll
next
sit
to
on
them
the
at
other
And
side.
I'm gonna look, just stare at them like burning.
Roll your charisma.
Cool.
I'm gonna follow his suit, so do I need to roll too?
You gonna sit on the other side of them?
And
I
just stare
rolled
at them.
Yeah, roll your
another
charisma.
5, and my charisma's 17.
I got
so
a 20.
Okay.
That's not a good thing in this situation.
Is not?
No.
I mean, I rolled a 11.
So 20 it is, and you sit down and shit your pants. No, you sit down next to them. You don't notice any reaction. However, Gilleon, being the kind of guy who knows how everyone is feeling, you immediately feel like since you're sitting there, they're really, really nervous because you look like a guard.
And I'm staring at them.
Oh, and also,
I'm looking right at them.
your, hey, are you guys evil? Spidey sense is going crazy. They're super not good people. They're bad guys. Super
And as I sit down and stare at them, I'm gonna say,
Is this all of you?
One of them looks over at you.
Don't run.
Is this all of you? Don't run. He looks you up and down. And then just shifts his head over to the other party members.
I'll lift my mask up and continue to glare at this guy with my tusks now exposed.
The one in the middle says, "Ma'am, one more shot all around." And the bartender starts bringing shot glasses and filling them up next to you. And the one you were talking to just turns his head and pretends to ignore you.
I'm gonna take a shot.
I'm gonna put my hand on the back of the head of the one next to me.
You reach across all three of them to the other side and grab a shot.
So very quickly,
All right.
I'm gonna put my hand on the back of the head of the one next to me and just slam it straight into the bar.
All right, I'll give it to you, 20-sider. This is a good initiation of
I'm
combat.
upstairs, right? I'm not part of this.
So
Currently you were upstairs.
So are you running in and throwing her onto the bed and coming back down,
That
or
was not the plan.
or
No.
you're just hanging
No.
out?
She's
Okay.
Soothe her, and at least until she falls asleep.
Okay, so you're just
We'll
gonna
yell
go
for
hang
you.
out. So,
So-
yes, you were not a part of this. Then.
I rolled a 16,
All right.
and I'm going to attempt to keep his head held into the table, and I'm gonna say,
How many?
So go ahead and roll another 20-sider.
that one's an 18.
Jiminy Christmas, dude. All right. Give you 1d4 damage plus your strength bonus for smashing his face into the table.
Oh wait, 1d4. I rolled a d6.
The guy's unconscious. You don't have to hold very hard.
So that's a 4 plus 2.
So 6 damage.
6 damage.
All right. You
Wait, when you say 4 plus 2, what do you...
So 4 plus
Oh.
I get 1 damage for
Okay.
my racial bonus, and then 1 damage for my strength bonus.
okay.
So
because he's a half dork.
Half dork.
He has retard.
I'm strong and stupid, yeah. Retard strength.
You smash him into the counter in a way that pretty much breaks his nose and blacks his eye. And while you're trying to hold him there, he resists for about 2 or 3 seconds and then just seems to go limp. And your question falls on what you assume are unconscious deaf ears.
Well, the other two can hear me. And they're aware of the situation.
And as such, the other two are backing the stools and starting to draw steel.
You were right behind him because you just reached across and got a drink from him. So you were kind of preventing them from leaving.
So you're there too. You watch him go, wham! What do you want to try and do? You're just gonna...
No, I'm gonna hold them there. You're not
he's
gonna...
gonna try and
gonna
stop
try
him.
and push him up to the bar? Okay. Roll a 20-sider.
Or, actually, can I just slam them down too?
You want to take the guy nearest to you and put him in the bar?
Break his face as hard as he did because I want him to talk.
While he's doing that, can I cut off the right hand of the guy in front of these two?
Oh, for sure.
In the
Yes,
next,
please.
in the next round. So yeah,
Okay.
sure.
11. The last one was a 20. What happened?
If you're trying to hold them down, then that's a success.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If that you're rolling for that, then
You're keeping them from leaving the bar stools.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you can grab the back of both of their coats and firmly keep them sitting there. And then there will be steel being drawn, so either you're into a line of questioning or starting to kill. So
You know what I should have done was just held my longsword across both their necks.
hindsight's
20/20.
baby. You gonna?
I'm
You
taking
gonna
my
whip out your
glaive.
hunting knife?
No, I've
That
got
would
my
be your
glaive. I'm holding my glaive like a chopping block.
You're gonna
And I'm just
slide
bringing
down
it
the
down.
handle and.
He rolls a 1 and he's like, "That's armor's too thick."
Yeah, I'm trying to use it as a means of intimidation.
All right. And are you gonna chop his hand off?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So you're lopping a hand off on the bar. Okay. The hand goes off. You feel the guy that you're holding with your right hand just kind of slump into the ground.
So, quick question. How come you didn't have to roll the that?
For cutting his hand off? Because he was unconscious.
Oh, okay.
And now the guy in your right hand is becoming unconscious. Flopping to the ground.
That's funny.
The guy you're holding with the left hand, however, is pulling out a dirk, and he's going to stab backwards to try and stick you instead of being not okay.
Well, I'm gonna dodge and pull my sword.
If you back off, nah. Yeah,
You're gonna dodge.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
try.
pull my
Okay.
sword at the same time.
So
That's a roll.
as you pull yourself away, you put the guy from your right hand in front of the dirk, and he gets stuck. And he takes some damage.
I don't know.
So he's unconscious and stabbed.
and stabbed.
And yeah, so he gets stabbed in like the upper torso and flops to the ground as you back away and grab onto your long sword, and you do you're letting go, right?
Yeah.
You do the
I like it.
I'm gonna look at the bartender.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll make sure they pay their tab.
And clean with the blood.
as you say that.
Where's the mop?
I'm not gonna do an initiative for this fight.
Really? Because there's only one guy left.
I'm gonna say you're glaive ready, so
I'm glaive ready.
hand off, dude falling unconscious, stuck with the knife, and you go ahead and if you want to hit somebody, do it.
Wait.
I'm gonna not use the sharp side of my blade. I'm gonna try to smack this guy upside the head.
With the pole arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going for apprehend, not murder, as far as my strength.
Savvy.
That's a questionable,
Roll
non-existent roll. That's 7.
Alright. You slide the handle off of the bar and whack him in the face. It doesn't seem to really do anything to him.
Just annoys him.
His dirk out, trying to pay attention to the guy behind him. You hit him, and he turns his attention back towards you, and he's gonna run his dirk at you real quick. As he does, the end of your sword... Ooh, I just hit the microphone. The end of his sword, or the end of your sword, Gilleon, hits the end of its sheath, and so you can attack as well.
Is he right-handed?
He is, in fact. Has a dirk in his right hand.
I'm gonna cut off his hand.
You're gonna swing to cut his hand off. He swings his dirk at you in a quick thrusting motion and back to rest, and you chop down on his hand. Roll 20-sider as high as possible.
11.
That will not do. Wait a second.
Oh.
11 on the dice?
11 on the dice.
Plus your reaction, right? Which is a +2.
And his longsword.
Yeah, my longsword is +3.
Not plus his reaction, but plus his racial bonus is 1, and his mastery of the longsword is +3, so it's 4, so 15 total. That is a hit.
That is a hit.
So roll an 8-sider.
That is this puppy, I think, right?
That's why I like racial bonuses.
The double pyramid, man.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Alright. 5 on the dice?
Yeah.
Alright. You render his right hand from his right arm. It flops onto the floor with the dagger intact. He immediately clutches it with his left hand and falls backwards onto the ground.
I'm gonna repeat my question.
How many?
The orc with the glaive stands and turns and
With his boot on his neck.
starts putting the glaive towards the face of this man and says, "How many?" This man says, "We split party. It's the three of us. Please don't kill me, please. Please."
Where did the others go?
West.
What's west?
Is that the direction we're supposed to be heading for our...
With your knowledge of the land, there's not much west other than another mountain range.
The bandits lair.
The bandits lair.
He starts screaming again, "Please don't kill me." And as he does, a very large human with a longsword in hand walks up to you and says, "I felt like these scallywags were a problem when I walked in, but I didn't know why. Why are you holding him?"
We are accompanying a child whose parents were murdered by these bandits. The child confirmed it herself.
He puts his sword into the ready position and he says, "What do you claim to do with him then?"
We were asked by Morn Zarius, a knight for the king, to slice off the heads of all bandits we came across. I intend to do so.
He puts his sword into a stabbing motion, and then he says, "He has reached his usefulness then." Gets ready to stab him.
I won't stop him.
You gonna stop him?
Do I detect any evil from this gentleman?
No.
Okay. Then I will not stop him.
Alright. He stabs him through the lungs.
Good deal. I'll take the head off the other guy.
Then, this man dies. The unconscious man on the ground gets his hand removed quite immediately.
Either way, they're gonna bleed out.
Is the other guy like? Does he have a fatal wound, or do we need to off him as well?
He was stabbed by his buddy, so
Right.
and his hand's been chopped off.
But was it fatal?
He won't die unless you leave him with an open wound on his chest and his hand removed.
Which we did.
I'll stab him anyway.
I'll stab him anyway.
'Kay.
Just to make sure
Take
the
care of
job's
it.
done.
Yeah.
Roll 8-sider.
Stabs his foot instead.
4.
Alright. You stabbed him through the lungs, just like you were taught by the guy who stabbed the other bandit. And as you do so, the bartender walks up and she goes, "Oh, jeez! It's you again! And now you're causing trouble!" And she pulls a shovel from behind the bar and she throws it at Gilleon. And she says, "You better take care of this whole mess or you're not staying here."
We'll take care of it right away, ma'am.
If anyone looks over, I already have my mop bucket in my hand again. Because I knew where it was in the closet.
around the bar and back out and mopping up blood while you're dragging people out into the street.
And then as I'm mopping, I'm gonna look at this Sir Knight who came over, and I'm gonna...
I am Gilleon Gadat, a paladin of the Imperium. And who am I acquainted with?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, this guy got a name. He seemed to make himself important seeming.
Previously
He came
did
up
not
to
have
us.
him.
Yes, they all have names.
They all have names. I'm getting a lot of names this one.
Daragoth, son of the West.
Daragoth?
Daragoth.
What are we daring a goth to do?
Like your accompaniment here, I am a ranger. We keep the streets safe.
Well, I don't know what business you have, but it seems there are more that have traveled out west.
On the road, then.
That
Will
were
you be accompanying me, sir?
We have a current mission for Nora. Is it Nora?
Correct.
We have a current mission for Nora. I must consult my traveling buddies. What do I call you guys?
I was calling us a party.
must consult with my party to see whether we're going that way first or later.
I am fine with traveling after the rest of these bandits in cleansing this land of evil, but I know Swifty seemed in a hurry, so we should speak to her first.
Has Swifty made it back downstairs at this point that we've got dead bodies and blood all over the place?
I'm gonna say that does nothing to calm the child down, so no.
Well, the child I thought was left in the room. I'm talking about Swifty.
No, she didn't leave it. She was calming it.
I'm trying to soothe
Okay.
her.
She's being a mom.
Until she's
Okay.
asleep, yeah.
You're soothing her to sleep.
I swear he did that on purpose. He wanted me to be the one to care for her.
I didn't have anything to do with who was doing what, dude. But as such, I forgot. Don't have kids, it's a trap.
I don't know.
You guys are awesome. Kids aren't awesome, but you guys are awesome.
Okay, so I'm guessing you've been up in the room with the kid the whole time, so the kid doesn't even know about this bloody mess downstairs.
Droplet. I was looking for the kid's
I knew
name.
that. Well, you could have asked me that. I had it right here in front of me.
That too.
Yeah, she memorized the name. She
Droplet
came
and
up with the last
Hedgenarth.
name and that further
Immediately.
backstory.
Sugar Plum Princess Droplet.
Does it happen to be your last name?
Droplet?
No, Droplet's last name.
Oh, Fleet?
That's her brony name.
Or do you mean...
Does it's not as funny now
I keep
that I'm
forgetting that
explaining
Fleet
the whole
and
thing,
Swifty
but
are different people.
Does
Daragoth
Droplet's last
asks,
name happen to be
how
your
many?
last name?
I don't know, I didn't make that.
They said they
You said
split.
you said you
I'm
already
assuming
came up with the backstory and all this.
anywhere
and, like,
from
and all
3
that
to
sort.
6
You said you came up
based on the
with, you said you came up
scene
with
they
something.
left
I was
behind.
like, yeah, and a last name and a backstory and all this other stuff.
Right. Daragoth looks over at Ilion and Daragoth looks over at Ilion and he says, "If you are with me, sir, track me. I leave now." And he walks out the door.
Very well. I'd rather like to go with that man.
Oh, yeah, we have to... Well, because we've got the child, so I'm not sure if we want to take the child to...
Well, the newfound mother might want to take vengeance on the previous owners. Killers.
Previous owners, killers. Previous owners.
previous owner. Oh.
We should pay the tab with interest.
No, well, I'm going to raid the bodies.
I was
before
going to
you
say,
raid.
how are you treating these bodies, by the way?
I'm
they're
going to
getting
take
rummaged
the
for
gold
sure.
out of their pocket.
Well, yeah, but are you giving them a proper burial?
Absolutely
or are you just going to go
not.
cover them in sand a little bit?
We'll go cover him in sand a little bit.
He wants to be an ass. Are you going to let him be an ass? This is going to be time consuming.
I'm going to let him be an ass. I want to just take enough... Well, I'm going to ignore... Like, when he drags the body outside, I don't care what he does with them.
Yeah, I'll
Fair
punch it in the face.
I'm just concerned with taking enough gold out of their pockets to pay for whatever tab that they drank and ate while they were here. Like I told the bartender I would.
I'll take the rest of it.
I made sure they paid their tab.
Okay.
So I don't get anything out of
I was
it.
going to suggest, obviously I can't, but I was going to suggest you give the bartender everything they have for having to have 3 men killed in the bar also.
That's
Well,
fair.
we cleaned the mess up, so it's
Well,
not like she ended
right,
up...
But that's, I guess it is timely.
I wonder how much of that gold belongs to Droplet. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'll take everything on that person. He'll take whatever's to pay the tab.
Most of it's useless. If you want to start collecting daggers, you can, I suppose, but it's not really worth it. And weighing your horses down isn't going to be worth it, like as far as armor and crap is concerned. However, 79 gold pieces total on these 3 people.
Wow.
So however you want to deal with that. And also you find this letter. And it's sealed with a wax stamp that's a large B.
He's looking at it like,
Oh, there's a B on it.
Gotta love props.
Dear the Duke, our men have been waiting for the okay to move from our agreed position. With long delay in correspondence, we have sent a small party to scout off the mountain. If this delay continues, we will be forced to move.
Men of B.
We will be for sure keeping that. Okay, so this should probably go back to that night guy that we met.
Xeris? I'm not here. I didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
You're.
I'm not.
You're in the whole part where they're burying bodies because it takes a long time.
Okay. How's Droplet doing? Is she...
She's sleeping.
I imagine she's
She'll sleepy times.
Oh,
she's
she's
probably
sleeping?
sleeping
Okay.
at that point, yeah.
Again, like I said, you estimate her about 6 or 8 years old. She's not a baby, but
I leave you guys for 1 minute.
she's a halfling.
And you cause a bar fight.
Are you
Take hands
Are you upset?
and lives. Shush. I'm upset that I missed out.
Well, here's the
Damn
letter.
kids.
Also, as a DM, I'm curious, who took the hands?
I've got the hands.
You're taking all the hands?
Yeah.
Did you write them in your inventory?
Yes.
Okay.
Hands times 3.
Hands times 3. Okay.
Hands times 3.
Excellent.
I wonder if we cut off a left hand, if he would question it. He's like, this is a left hand. It's no good.
It's no good. No good. Well, the reason is most people are right-handed, and the proof is in that they can't be doing what they're doing anymore. So, cutting off their hand, whether or not they're dead, they're not proficient marauders.
I'm gonna buy some salt.
Okay.
How much salt do you want to
Do
buy?
you like pepper as well?
I don't know, probably a decent bag's worth, enough that I can throw it in the bag with the hands so that they don't decompose at such a quick rate.
Okay.
Because we're gonna be on the road for a few days.
5 pounds. 5 pounds of salt.
I'd probably go with like 2.
Okay.
He's a big man. He could handle 5 pounds.
Yeah, but I don't need 5 pounds of salt.
You don't know how many hands we're going to get.
After
We've got 3 hands at the moment.
after
Just saying.
being talked to by the bar maiden, you procure 2 pounds of salt in a room. She doesn't charge you any extra. She gives it to you for a gold piece. It's the same room you had before,
Nice!
which you're beginning to suspect is not really a room, but kind of where they wash off all the garbage. But it's cheap, and you like it, so you have your room and some salt.
Ah, it's still decorated the way I left it.
If in a little pouch, you could put a little bit of salt in, so you can have salt too if you want.
Okay.
Add salt to your inventory. Salt's not a bad thing to have.
No.
Alright, before the party goes to bed, we should discuss about the other thieves. Well, bandits.
I'm sure they'll come across our path if it's destined to be so.
Well, they've gone out west. 2 of the 3 of us are eager to go.
They
What say
seem
you?
tied to the Duke.
They are definitely tied to the Duke.
I already read your letter.
I feel it's in our best interest to go and find them. They may have
I'm
more
not
information
opposed.
that we need.
I'm not opposed, but I just think that shouldn't we get the Duke to stop looking for his daughter
Well-
in a timely manner?
We haven't taken much time already. I think if we can tackle this in a couple days.
I am sure that Morn, who is heading back, will have told Alexander of his encounter with us and him telling us about the bandits. I only imagine Alexander will be aware what we are doing at the moment.
Maybe also instill added protection for the
They
maiden
did seem to have quite a
and the
history.
tiny boy.
It's not that I think Alexander's going to be upset. It's that Solania, is that her name?
Yes.
That she's still in danger.
Well, as I just said, I believe that they would probably, as a result, reinforce or guard and help out with the tiny boy as well.
That is Alexander's favorite child so far.
Hey, well,
This is true.
guess we're going to
To
bed.
be able to steal a man's horse and not get whipped for it.
I don't think he knew about that.
So I'm to understand you guys are headed west.
We want to, yes. Yeah. Are we heading west
She,
with the kid?
she reluctantly agreed.
Excellent.
She reluctantly agreed. We're heading west. We're going to go fuck up some bandits.
Yeah.
I want to slice off a bunch of right
Taking
hands.
Taking hands.
Taking hands, not taking names.
While we're traveling,
Nobody cares about you, Dave.
No one cares about you, Dave.
While we're traveling, I'm attempting to teach Droplet everything I know.
How to read, write. No, she doesn't know that. How to pick
Like
locks.
training, kind of. So
She's going to be a little,
Like
little tiny rogue.
She's
okay.
Yeah. Dang
Excellent.
it. Baby thief. Perfect thief. Got to train them from they're young.
Thanks for coming along on this wild journey with us. Do you think our team will conquer the quest, or will everybody die?
Until next time, may your dice roll in your favor.
If you like what you heard, please press the appropriate buttons.